If you're thinking of buying a Model X, you have some decisions to make. Sweating like a mug for y'all. Sweating like a mug. One, do you want a 5, 6, or 7-seater? Now I'm going to show you the difference between a 6 and a 7-seater, and then you can decide. Now if you have 7 people in your family, it's a no-brainer, right? You get a 7-seater, but you might want to look at something else, like something a little bigger. But if you're looking at Tesla and you have 6 people in your family, you still might want to get a 7-seater. First of all, let's look at the setup. All right, so here's the back of the 6-seater. You have the same amount of storage than the 7-seater. So here's my 6-seater, and there is a difference in price, right? The 6-seater is $6,500, and the 7-seater with more seats is $3,500. But look at that. I mean, it just looks nice. And why is the 6-seater more expensive even though there's less seats? Well, the captain chairs, and the captain chairs, and basically it's a little more premium looking, a little more premium feeling. But we're really gonna break it down. So here's the 6-seater and here's the 7-seater. Now with the 7-seater, you have a bench seat in the middle. So you have 3 in the middle and 2 in the back. And the thing is, I see a lot of 7-seat SUVs, like the Telluride and things like that. And they have 3 in the very back and 2 in the middle. So Tesla goes with 3 and 2, kind of like the R1S by Rivian. So we're really gonna see how much room is in there. How comfortable are you? Which one should you get? So if I put these down, that's the same, right? There's 1, there's 2. Got all that space. Same thing here. Lower that, lower that, right? So if you have something longer, you could just lay it in the middle. But other than that, those seats can only go up so much. Here, the nice thing is these seats can go down, but you have to come here, open up the back seat, push that down manually. You have to move this seat up manually. And it's kind of finicky, like you gotta move it back, wiggle it back. But there it is. You can fit way more stuff in here now. So you got all this storage space now. Look at all that. Plenty of room, right? To, you know, carry things, take things about. And once again in here, you need something skinny. Like I said, those go up forward a little bit, but not much. You don't get as much room. So really, I think you're getting these for the seating. So let's check that out next. If I want to sit in the third row of the 7-seater, you see there's not much space down there at all, right? But obviously these seats can go up. But how far can they go up? Well, let's see here. I'm in the passenger seat. Now this seat is all the way back. I'm gonna go to a comfortable, oh yeah, I got plenty of room. So look, right here, I'm comfortable, but there's still plenty of room. Plenty of room, but I'm comfortable, right? Obviously I can go more. But now my knees are bent and I'm 6 foot tall. But I would say comfortable. This is pretty comfortable right here for me, okay? So, now that I move that forward, let's look here, and there's plenty of leg room in the second row. So I'm gonna come sit in the second row. And look, I have plenty of leg room. If I needed to, like, hey, 6-footer, can you move forward a little bit? And they'll move forward a little bit, right? They could do that. But I'm pretty comfortable. But for somebody to fit behind me, I gotta go forward. So with this 7-seater, you got your traditional old school kind of like handles. So you pull this forward and pull the seat forward, right? So there it is. That seat is forward now. And now look at that foot room. Not much foot room, right? But let me sit here now. And yeah, again, yes, my knees are here, but I could actually ride here. I can ride here. 2 more people can sit right here. Person here, person here. Adult might be kind of tight right here, but let's get in that back row first, then we'll come up to the middle row. This is always confusing to a lot of people. I got the hang of it, but I haven't had a 7-seater in a while. I used to have a 7-seater. So there's a little button here. You press that button and the whole thing slides forward. See that? Now I would get in here and again, limited space, right? Boom. Now, honestly, this seat got to go up. Not much foot room, but of course there's room underneath. A little tight. All right, look at my headroom. Now, I'm in the third row and ooh, it's not much room, but look at that. This is close. Like if I hit something, I'm hitting this, right? Again, 6 foot tall. But leg room, I'm good. I'm not trying to go to Vegas, right? I'm not trying to go too long, but I actually had 6 grown adults in my 7-seater before. I had 2 in the very back. Honestly, a second person can fit here, right? Will be a little tight. And I did have that. I had 2 here, and I had 2 adults in the middle row, and we rolled. They didn't complain. They said there was enough room, but it wasn't that far. We didn't go that far either, right? Went maybe like 10 miles, but it's doable. So 6 people. I think in this middle row it's kind of tight to have 3 grown adults. That's why they did that. So they'd rather be right here next to each other than 3 in the middle. But essentially, this is almost like a 6-seater. But again, there's enough leg room right here for me. And that's behind the driver. So always when you're behind the driver needs more room. I mean, it's not the worst room, but there's room back here. Another person could fit back there. So look at that. Yeah, it's doable. It's doable. But for me, the worst part is how clunky this is. Look at that. Right? And if you're on a slope, oh, this keeps sliding back. So that's really a headache. But that's the third row. Let's go to the third row over there. All right, pulling these back again. Oh yeah, that's enough room. 6 people, honestly, 6 people. 7, not 7 adults. I wouldn't think 7 adults. I don't think 3 adults would fit comfortably here. But we'll come to the second row after this. All right, here's what I like about the 6-seater. Getting to the third row. One, you have these buttons here. You push those forward, and look, that front seat moves too. I don't know if you caught that. See, look how it's moving back now. It's buttons, 6500 though. So once again, obviously the driver can't be sitting there yet, but I always let my kids get in first. But look now we got all this space to get in there, right? So that's one way. Or of course, the way my kids like to do, that's how I let adults in. The kids, they like to go right up in here and right back there. It's a little easier for them. But if I was going to the back right now, I'm gonna do the same thing. So I move that forward and I'm gonna climb in. That was pretty easy. Now I'm gonna move this forward a little bit. Now I'm gonna move this back and see how much room we got. So right there. Oh, it came back kind of hard. Somebody in my other video told me I don't have to hold it down. I can just press the button like that. And they're right. So if I come back, stop right there. So right now, my knee is hitting the back of this. Okay, my knee is hitting the back. Yes, I have room to go like this. And I can sit pretty comfortably like this. Let me show you the back. I'm sweating because I got the AC off so y'all can hear me. But these are the things I do for y'all, for the people. I do this for y'all. So look, headspace is the same. I'm banging my head right here. I don't want to get the Alcantara all messed up with my sweat. But look, comfortable. Now, if I had a second person sitting here, and again, a second person, I feel like this is like a little, I feel like I have less side-to-side lateral movement in the 7-seater. And I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is. But I was back there, and another adult could be here. But I feel like in the third row of the 6-seater, there's less room for 2 people. Kind of weird, right? Kind of weird for 2 adults. But let's check out the foot room up here. And again, if I sat here, let me move this up a little bit. Okay, I can sit here, and whew, it is kind of tight. So my knee is there, but in the second row, of course, look at all that leg room now, right? And of course, that seat can go up some more to make it even. So I think the third row, I mean, it has the flexibility of having your legs go forward, which is a plus. I think one person would be most comfortable in the back here, but then does that just make it a 5-seater? But in the 7-seater, 2 adults can fit more comfortably in the back, more comfortably. Okay, that's weird, right? But stay with me. So let's look at the second row now. Since I'm in the 6-seater, sweating like a big dog. All right, so in this captain seat, I have more leg room. And of course, this one goes up, and let me show you. Right, I go side to side. And this can go up more. You guys can see there's plenty of room in the front. So that can go up a lot, actually. But here in the back, the only thing about the 2 captain seats in the middle row is there's like no space in the middle for me to like lean on, because this door being a Falcon door, kind of bulky, it comes out a little bit, so I don't have much room there. And being a bigger dude, wide body, like I'm okay, but look at my arm. My arm is in a little bit, right? I want to lean this way just a little bit, and I could do that, and I feel a little more free. So 2 adults, definitely. A third adult right here. And I also think maybe you have 5 people and you want a little more room, because, well, let's go to the middle over there and you'll see what I'm saying. All right, back in the 7-seater. Like I said, that seat is up more, so I got more room. And if I close this door, hope I ain't gonna be stuck in here. You see, I have room now to scoot over this way. So honestly, here's what I'm thinking. If you have 5 adults, get the 6-seater, if that makes sense. The 5-seater right here, this is a little too tight. Look, so I'm encroaching on that. Don't get a 5-seater. Get a 6-seater. Or if you have, 3 tall kids, get a 6-seater. 5-seater, y'all gonna be here tight. If you have 6 big kids, you might want to get the 7-seater. That way 2 can sit here and 2 can sit in the back. Because I think that's how we had it for the most part. Getting a 7-seater for 6. If you got 7 big people, you might want to look at another vehicle that has more room. But I think this is good for 5 or 6 people. 5 big people, Model 6, taller people. 6 taller people, get the 7-seater. So have a little more room. And again, this middle row, even though it's 3 and it's a bench seat, taller people, no good. Now, if you got smaller kids, a 5-seater will work, right? Or a 7-seater, even better. But I think that's where we're gonna go with it. So there's the 2 comparisons. Hopefully I helped you decide. I know it makes it less. And now you might be thinking, man, you know what? He said 6 people get the 7-seater, which is less expensive. But he said 5 people. If I have less people, get the 6-seater, the $6,500 more expensive one. I'm saying for comfort, you got to spend that extra money for a 5-seater. That's in my opinion. Sitting in the very back, again, 6 adults in the 7-seater, it worked out nicely. 5 people, 5 tall people, I don't think the 7-seater would be best. I mean, 5 tall people can fit here, but it's kind of nice having that little passageway in the middle, right? But some people say 7-seater is not big enough. I don't think it's big enough for 7 adults, right? 6, the max. Hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Hope I can help you all out. Don't forget, Cobra told you. All right, y'all. Sweating like a mug for y'all. Sweating like a mug.